Hi, this is Sean Bowen, Executive Director of Barnabas Ministries, where our vision is to see authentic spiritual and relational unity between pastoral leaders based on John 17, so that the world might more easily find Jesus. When pastoral leaders get burned out due to stress or isolation or division in the church, the advance of the kingdom of God is hindered. And John 17:23 groups are groups of pastors that where authentic relationships are built between pastoral leaders that reduces pastoral isolation and burnout. So they're encouraged to work together to advance the kingdom of God. As a result, more pastors are resilient, encouraging one another and demonstrating the unity Jesus prayed for in John 17. In fact, pastors in groups like this are three times less likely to have considered leaving ministry. Wow. Well, just last month, I have some encouraging news. For those of you who prayed for our team that went to South Africa or provided financial support to cover the costs, uh, great news in that they were able to empower leaders who could then equip local pastors to launch John 17:23 groups locally. Shortly after that visit, two leaders were able to start a John 17:23 group. No, not a group, 23 groups among 100 pastors in Malawi. Thank you so much for your prayer support and your financial support that made all of that possible. As a result of this very successful trip, we've come to realize the importance here at Barnabas Ministries of empowering others who can equip local leaders to spread the John 17:23 group movement locally in a region by local leaders in that region for the church in that local region. Now, after all, Jesus prayed to the Father in John 17 that all believers everywhere would be perfectly one so that the world would know that the Father sent the Son into the world. And that unity really is expressed best locally when local leaders come together. So I'd like to invite you to join with this prayer of Jesus, especially in these uncertain times with conflicts in Ukraine and Israel, fiscal uncertainty. And as the US Surgeon General points out, and I don't think this is a US only problem, there's an epidemic of isolation and loneliness. There's more of a need for this sort of unity that Jesus prayed for than ever before, and a need for encouragement. As the writer of Hebrew implores us that we not give up meeting together, as some of the habit are doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as we see the day approaching, the return of Jesus. So I encourage you to pray for pastoral leaders in your community. Your intercession plows the ground for bringing this kind of John 17 unity to your community. We have teams praying in multiple states in the United States: New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, and others. If I don't know about it, thank you. They're regularly praying for pastors. And if you'd like to join in prayer with one of these teams, or if you need some help getting prayer started in your area, just drop us an email. We have some resources that can help you out. Now, for pastors, as a pastoral leader, you want to be faithful to your calling, but still, all too often, unrealistic expectations are placed upon you by others, maybe sometimes yourself, which leads to stress, overwork, insecurity, and burnout. And at Barnabas Ministries, we understand the pressure that can come from trying to be everything to everyone. We understand as a pastor, you can become isolated or feel underappreciated, discouraged, or even uncertain in your pastoral role. You're not alone in feeling this way. There are pastors in your area, just like you, who need depth in relationships and general friendship with other leaders who just get it. In a John 17:23 group, you will meet pastors just like you, looking for a place where they can be themselves, to share their highs, their lows, their joys, their sorrows, their dreams and goals, where they can talk about every aspect of their lives and ministry without judgment or condemnation. There's a group just like that for you. You'll find a group of friends who have no expectations for you other than just to grow in relationship with you and with Jesus. So it's more important than ever for every pastoral leader to be connected. Your community needs you, pastor, and your church. They need you and your church to be thriving and resilient. So I encourage you to start a John 17:23 group in your community. We can help you get started. You'll be glad you did. For those of you who are praying fervently for pastors, thank you so very much. You're praying for this ministry. Thank you so much. You're making all the difference. I also, again, want to thank our financial supporters who make all of this possible. We never charge a pastor to be a member of a group. So when you contribute to Barnabas Ministries, you're making it possible for leaders to be empowered to equip other leaders to launch these groups around the world. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you.
For watching. Please click the like button or leave a comment to let us know you enjoyed the video. I also invite you to subscribe to our channel today. Be sure to click the bell icon if you would like to be notified when new content is added.